Hello, my loves. How are you? Welcome to day 19 of the Higher Self series. And what I have coming through for you today is a message around how to get from where we are to where we want to be when it feels like there's a big distance between those two things. I'm being guided to do this from the perspective of the divine feminine and the divine masculine from the higher self perspectives. And let's see what messages want to come through from each perspective to support these energies. And this is really being inspired by what's this topic about really engaging and bringing in our higher self energies. And also, obviously, I know many of you are here because you're on a divine counterpart twin flame journey or working the inner union energies. And so, what is going to help us as we're working deeper and deeper on our own inner union, embodying our higher self, coming into inner union with our inner masculine and feminine, working and reparenting our inner child, and then actually bridging the results of that to create our joyful, happy life where we're experiencing the pieces of the foundation of the life that we've been dreaming of, right? Because I know that many of you, if not all of you, are here most certainly because you want to come into a more unconditionally loving energy, sharing unity consciousness in your life. And then also, if you're not already, obviously maintaining, sustaining, or building a divine, loving partnership, union, connection, family, community. And so, let's just bring in some overall messages for the collective for that. And I did see a lot of you guys do want me to do a meditation to support the higher self in really bringing on the intuition and supporting those processes. So I am going to be working on that. I actually felt like it's a much deeper topic than maybe one realizes. So it's going to be more than a meditation. It's really like a session to support that process. All right, let's see what we got. Who wants to come first? We got the feminines up first. All right. Okay. So, what the feminines are coming through is how do we get from where we are to where we want to be? And it's so funny. There is this opening of the expansion of our energies into all of who we are that's wanting to come. How do we bridge stabilizing ourselves into our roots, into our physical world, and also at the same time managing totally allowing ourselves to expand into our highest levels of intuitive and spiritual knowing and bridging and integrating the two. And so it's like this process has been ongoing, but the feminines are showing that we as a collective are truly ready to expand these abilities in a whole new way. Hence, that makes sense why we manifested the Higher Self series. And with this Ace of Wands coming up and this activation of this third eye intuitive energy, and then the other card that came is the Seven of Pentacles. And altogether, this is so actually incredibly beautiful because I wasn't even thinking about it when I saw this, but it's like these need to grow so that they can plant, ground in, root, and then begin to sprout the seeds. And so what's coming through is that there is this energy that's wanting to open up in the third eye, an expansion that's wanting to happen to support this process. And this makes sense why my head felt a little bit foggy. What I actually want to do right here and right now is hold a couple moments of energetic silence, or maybe I'll be talking, who knows, to just support the thawing. We're going to invite your highest self here, right now, in this moment. Even for all of us who are super intuitive and super tuned in, I still feel like there's a higher activation for this or an exchange of information. If you feel guided to partake, and take a nice deep breath down into your belly, welcoming in your highest self essence and energy. And then we're just going to hold a few moments of space to allow the third eye to either just gently thaw any place where it may have been frozen or where it may have gone dormant. If any of you would like to intend to open that third eye, ask for it to be activated. Invite your higher self to support you in this process. Allowing the energy to just gently thaw. As you bring your focus and attention into that third eye and crown chakra. This was some of what I was feeling, is that there's quite a bit of nervous system trauma or frozen energy in essence in the nervous system that many of us aren't even aware of because it was there in the ancestral system when you were born. So we're just going to ask for that to gently thaw and unravel any of the energies you're ready to release, any of those past traumas. So, for you guys that are here, this is kind of how sessions can go with me too. We'll get into messages, and then if energies or something presents itself, we just go to work on supporting that. So, just allowing yourself to receive the support, gently breathing into the heart space. I can feel some frozen energy coming up now in the heart space. We're just going to actually ask to hold space for the whole system. Just gently thaw and release and unravel anything that's been up in your system and just ready to move. We don't even have to go digging. We're just going to ask for whatever's on the surface that may have been creating any cloudiness. And allowing your true, glorious, beautiful energy, the space to kind of stretch out. And allow yourself as you breathe into your heart and activate your own energy and essence, allowing that heart energy to expand all through your body in every direction, all the way down into your feet, out into your arms, up into your head, into your third eye. Bringing in the energetic support from the roots to the crown, through the entire chakra system. And just gently holding space to allow whatever's ready to go to gently unravel and release. I've been feeling quite a bit actually on the right side as well. which is the masculine side. Just releasing any unnecessary protective mechanisms or rigidity through the system. You may feel it on that right side, but it really can be anywhere in the body. Beautiful. I feel quite a bit moving and opening. Very good. Allowing your true energy and essence to open up, return or thaw back into the body, into the cells, into your fingertips, into the tips of your toes. Taking a few deep breaths into your spine and into your nervous system. Just going to set the intention to allow this process to continue to support you through the rest of this message and at the discernment of your highest self, of course. Okay, well, thank you, Divine Feminines, for that beautiful energy. All right, let's see what the masculines would like to bring in. How to bridge from where we are to where we want to be. Okay. Wow. Okay. So this is very fascinating, but the masculines, the message that's coming through with the way these cards presented was that there's almost this sense of allowing yourself to move forward even when you can't see where you're going. It's almost like just asking to take the blinders off and allow that energy to just move you forward onto new shores, into the unknown. It's kind of like, yep, I can't see where I'm headed. I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm at this point where I cannot stay where I am. And it's time to just start moving forward. And even though I might not know what my abilities are, and even though it might feel weird to talk about a higher self or intuitive abilities or doing these new things, and it feels like a completely foreign concept to my system, there comes a point where we kind of just have to allow ourselves to open up in a new way, to let ourselves kind of come forward into who we are. And what I'm sensing from the masculine side is to allow ourselves to receive the support that came through from the feminine side, but also giving ourselves the grace to understand it's going to take time to adjust to these energies. It it's going to take some time to get used to all of these parts of ourselves that we haven't known, or maybe we haven't known in lifetimes or centuries, or, we just don't remember in this physical form. Okay. Like our soul and our higher self has always remembered, but now we're like retraining ourselves to be parts of ourself that we didn't even know existed. And that sometimes what's coming through with this is the spot or the bridge where a lot of people. So these were the cards that came out at the beginning before I turned on the recording when I wasn't sure what I was going to talk about. And it was Fallen Angel, Spiritual Narcolepsy, and Joyful Muse. And it's like, this was kind of that energy of like where we are on this planet to where we want to be. And that bridge of like feeling dissociated and numbed out and like just doing what we're told to like, this is what I want to experience, creativity and joy and fun, like truthfully, not like dissociated fun, right? Like where we're just shutting down our system even more, but actually living and actually enjoying our life. And it's coming through that I'm almost sensing that I know a lot of you guys have been doing your work, but there's almost this sense with part of the collective that sometimes it just feels like too much, like it's too far away. Um, like it's too much work, it's too much of a burden. But in actuality, it's like literally the keys to your freedom, the keys to your sovereignty, the keys to the life that you're wanting to live reside within allowing yourself to take these steps of uncertainty towards things that you're not sure about. It's definitely bringing to mind that if you want something you've never had, you have to be willing to do something that you've never done. And to be brave enough to just say that, you know what, I don't know how to do it. I'm not sure what's going to happen. I don't know how I'm going to get there or how this is all going to work. But you know what? I know that I want it to. I know what I want in my life. I know how I want to feel, right? So just opening up to whatever supports are going to help us move from this kind of dissociated, checked out energy into our most joyful, happy self. And what I want to acknowledge here is I think you guys can tell by what I do and the videos that I share here that I'm pretty present and definitely open to looking at the truth. I still find dissociation in my system. I still find places where I wasn't fully seeing where I was checked out. Because in my past, I did check out. In my past, I did dissociate. I've also obviously had it on both sides of my ancestral system. And so this is definitely not a judgment. It's actually the deeper I get into this work myself, for myself, but then like generally looking at the bigger collective population, there's tremendous amounts of dissociation that has been in our system that really inverted us away from our higher truth and kind of into more of the collective um energies of just following what we're supposed to do, right? In general. And it can be kind of disconcerting to come out of that. I mean, I remember at the beginning when I was first learning about these things, it was like exciting to learn that there was more. But then to actually wrap my brain around the fact that everything I had ever known was not necessarily true or only a very small part of the actual truth. At first, it was kind of overwhelming. Like, there was even a point where trying to think about other planets or quantum dimensions, like that overloaded my brain. And now it's where I operate, like on a pretty daily basis. But there was a point in time where that was like, what's this? Like I had to reorient my entire frame of thinking, right? Because in truth, we kind of are blinded to so much of the actual potential of who we are and what we're residing in the quantum and the subconscious and the energetics and the depths and the layers of who we are. I mean, just as emotional beings, it's pretty unbelievably incredible how vast and complex and deep we are in beautiful ways, right? But when you have this deep, fast, amazing vehicle and you don't know how to actually operate it because no one gave you the user manual and no one told you how to operate it, it can be a little bit overwhelming, right? So wherever we are on this journey, just remember the fact that you're even here doing this work, having these conversations, you're a brave soul, loves. But at the same time, it's exciting. I don't know about you guys, but learning new things and opening up now for me is very exciting. But at first, was it a little bit scary, a little bit disconcerting? Well, yes. When we don't know things, when we don't understand them, it can be scary. right? Because knowledge is power. Well, instead of dissociating and pretending it doesn't exist, which disempowers us, we're learning how to thaw out the dissociation and discover our own inner truth versus running from ourselves, which is really gorgeously, amazingly beautiful. Okay. So I want to check in with just supporting these messages with what we brought in at the beginning, with just supporting this beautiful, gorgeous thanks for ourselves, for our human, for all that we've gone through, for all that you've experienced and endured and allowed yourself to thaw from already to get you here, all the things that you've opened up, and to know that it's all okay. This is the journey. It's not a race, it's a destination day by day in the present as we learn and as we open up and as we allow ourselves to become more and more of who we are and truly love all of who we are and not running from the parts of ourself that we don't know and actually learning how to use our gorgeous abilities, whatever they might be, that you as a human being are not something to shut away or hide away or put in a corner, that it's okay and it's safe to start to come out, to start to allow yourself to fully be present and step into welcoming the life that you deserve and want to experience in newer and stronger ways. And I'm bringing it up like that because I know many of you are already in this process. But some of the things that excite me about this potential that we have is that we have this vision of what our joy is and what those experiences might look like. And what is even more amazing is that there's even more experiences and more joy and more beautiful potential that we don't even know exists yet. So as we allow ourselves to just open up to who we are and our potential, even if we don't fully know what that is, it's going to support us in having experiences in a whole new way. And it's all okay to experience what everyone else is experiencing. There's nothing wrong with that. But if you've wanted to have more or experience more or to experience deeper love or deeper connection, deeper intimacy, deeper enjoyment, true fulfillment, right? Satisfaction, flourishing energy. I feel like it lives inside of us in those places and spaces that we haven't met yet. So, like the brave masculines have brought forward, as we allow ourselves to go on this journey, even when we can't see, even when we don't know what's up ahead, but we make that intention to be who we are and to step into our potential and to let ourselves start to thaw out maybe where we were dissociated in the past and didn't even know it, and facing some of those parts, not because they're scary. At first, they might feel scary, but actually because they're awesome, right? Maybe we were just scared of our own power. Maybe the deeper I think about this, I think that's exactly what it is. We haven't known how to wield all of our true power in a mastered and balanced way. I mean, I think that we have to some degree in certain areas, but I think all of us right now, as the planet is evolving, we're learning that we were a lot more powerful than we ever have known. And so we're discovering more and more of who we are. And all of that unused brain matter or unused DNA, right? That's all being activated and opened, right? So let yourself set that intention. All right, loves. I am going to come on and do a bigger meditation or session around this at some point very, very soon. But I just wanted to bring through some gentle messages to support what we've been having going on the last few days. I hope that you enjoyed this. I hope that you're finding it helpful, and I hope you have a restful, joyful rest of your day. Love you. Bye.